Hey ho, what is going on guys? My name is Coach Charlie, YouTube channel Donkersborn, but built for Theme Park News. Now, this video is a Theme Park Newsroom update. You guys have been calling for it in the comments down below. It is a small update, a new update on the construction of the rumoured 10 looping roller coaster relocated from Hopi Hari in Brazil, coming to Flamingo Land. Some people still saying the opening is going to be in July. I would personally like to see it open in 2020 just so they can focus on making the area look nice, and I want to see this coaster become a 2020 investment. I think July may be out of the question depending how quickly they get the track on site. However, I do feel this is going to be a 2020 investment now. I don't think it's going to be July like some people are saying still. I think it will be 2020. So no real images to show you in this video. However, we do have a small construction update from a good friend of mine who was on site sending me updates, and he says that a small markers, like tiny poles, have been spotted scattered around the site, which could be the potential sighting for new footers for the coaster. Now, of course, with these markings, it does confirm that the footers are in a specific place, which looks like it could be for the 10 looping coaster layout. I think it's an absolute certainty now that it's going to be a 10 looping roller coaster by Intamin. I believe those little small wooden poles that I've seen in other people's photos as well, I believe they're small sort of Intamin footers ready for the big Intamin supports that are going to come on site hopefully in the next couple of months. If this is going to be a 2020 investment, we'll start to see supports on the site in a couple of months' time. If they say it's going to open in July, then it could be a matter of days before we see supports on site, but I do think that a couple of months is a more realistic time to see track and supports being put up around the site. I do think that 2020 is more likely, especially since they've only just finished the ground clearance and the groundwork and stuff like that. So again, 2020 looks like it's going to be a big year for Flamingo Land Resort. And I can't wait for this. You know, we're starting to see those small poles to represent possible Intamin footers, and it looks as if, like I said, in a couple of months' time, supports and possibly track could start to appear on site. Of course, the Hopi Hari track for the 10 looping coaster is red with yellow supports, so I would like to see a repaint of that. It's unsure what area this is going to be involved in. I mean, it could be in that sort of metropolis area where Velocity is, Hero is. Hero, yeah. It's weird to see where the queue and the exit's going to go. However, I do think that the queue line and the entrance to the queue line is going to start near to where Velocity's new entrance queue line is. Because of course, those of you who have been at the park this year, I've seen updates throughout the years, but I'll try and make it to the park at some point in the next year or two. For those of you who have been to the park will know that Velocity's queue, I believe, has moved, and the entrance has been moved to a new location, so I'm guessing that'll probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, help with extra paving for extra walking space. And of course, I think it could be something to do with the new partner next door, the new 10 looping coaster, the rumoured 10 looping roller coaster. It's still a rumour at the minute, but I think all of us are a certainty that we know that is what is coming. So that's just a small construction update, but now we're going to go on and finalise this video with potential names and themes. Now, of course, like with Flamingo Land, they always have like a wild sort of theme. They have like a, not really an, well, not always an animal, but they have some kind of wild theme, especially because this coaster's next to Velocity. So I do feel like it could be something to do with speed, it could be something to do with the metropolis area that it's in. Even though I don't think Flamingo Land really pay attention to sort of the area names, they'll just name the coasters what they want anyway. You look at the more Africa-themed ones, like the Mumbo Jumbo, Kumali, of course, is named after one of the animals. Maybe they could do that again. Maybe they're going to name the coaster after an animal or something. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to follow what kind of developments this, but like I said, if this is a 2020 investment, like I said, it's more than likely going to be 2020, not July this year, that it will open. So if I'm to believe it's a 2020 investment, it could be within a month or two we start to see the supports and the track go up on site, and of course they'll start putting this thing up really quick. I don't think, like I said, many times in this video, it won't be July 2019, but I do think it will be open for the start of next season. It will be open for the first day of next season. Absolutely. If the moving thing, even though it might not be a July opening, if it's still moving this quickly on in the construction process, I do feel like the first day of the 2020 season is the more realistic opening day for this coaster. Of course, they may do an official grand opening. Maybe they could do it in the February half term if they've still got it up that quickly, if they've tested it, make sure it's gone through the whole testing process to make sure it's safe. Maybe, you know, February half term could be the grand opening day for this roller coaster. And of course, me personally, I would love to get down there for the opening day and film a review. Obviously, well, as most of you from the old channel will know, my GoPro is just knackered at the minute, so I don't think I'll be able to film on ride. However, I will be able to get some great off-ride shots, you know, when we get on site. So, like I said, I'm really excited for this project. I really am. And it's just going to be an incredible process to watch. It's going to be an incredible process to see how this coaster goes up. And of course, the coaster's name and theme, I can hardly find a decent prediction at the minute, just because of, you know, Flamingo Land haven't really confirmed this news. They've only sort of teased the news. So they haven't really teased the news even. So I don't think that we'll be seeing any teasers on site, maybe until a month or two time when maybe supports and tracks start to appear on site. I would like to see, like they did with Pterodactyl for summer 2012. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a guessing game for the name and theme, because if most of you think back to early 2012 when we were talking about Pterodactyl. You know, most of us thought it was going to be called the Monkey Puzzle Tree, and then it ended up, well, it was rumoured to be called the Monkey Puzzle Tree, and then it became Pterodactyl. So, like I said, I think it's going to be interesting to see what name they go for and sort of which way they're going to sway. Are Flamingo Land going to trademark a name like they do in the big American parks? And I'm sure UK parks trademark names. You look at the Paulton's Park ones. For Tornado Springs the year before all the details start getting announced. So I think Flamingo Land hopefully will trademark one or two names and sort of maybe decide between the two, or they'll trademark 3 names or 3 or 4 names for other new attractions as well, and just sideline one of them for the coaster. So, like I said, it's going to be an interesting process to watch. Thank you very, very much for watching this small theme park news update from Flamingo Land Resort. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. Make sure you send in your questions. In a week's time, we've got the Q&A video. It's going to be online in about a week's time, probably next Friday, hopefully. Well, not the next Friday because it's just gone, but this Friday coming next week. So, like I said, very interested to do that video. Make sure you keep messaging me on Instagram your logo designs for the Hershey Park Candemonium logo contest. Like I said, that's going to be in about a week or two time as well, so I'll do a bumper video. Make sure you get your logo sent in on Instagram. All the links are on my About section on my channel. Thank you very much. My name is Curtis, YouTube channel Donkster Born, but built for Theme Park News. Keep living the coast life, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care. Have an awesome day, my friends.